Good. Hello, button. Oh no, my stream deck's not working. Hold on, I gotta restart it. This is a tragedy. I can't switch scenes. Hello? Hello? No? Still not working? What's going on? Alright, well, I guess we just stay on the starting soon screen forever. Just kidding, I'm gonna restart the stream deck. Please bear with me, we're having technical difficulties. There we go, the buttons work again. I didn't test the buttons. I usually test the buttons by doing a drop first thing, and I didn't. So, my bad. My bad. Take a few streams, a few days off from stream, completely forget how to do it. Welcome in, everybody. We got Matt first in chat with a 45-month resub to start. That is wild. Thank you so much, Matt. I really do appreciate you. You're so helpful, and we gotta get you a pom-pom in the bundle. Alright, we also got Elton here. Hi, Elton, and Jojo, and Jove. Hello, my friends. How are we all doing? How are we all doing today? Butterflies is here. Hello, hello. And, Kaode? I'm not sure how to say your name. Please feel free to, let me know how to pronounce your name. We get to watch these little guys struggle against the glass. Oh gosh. The allays on the starting screen. Goodness. Well, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. They have been abandoned for decades. No, that I do not hate them. Happy National Kazoo Day. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. Alright, we got the bundle of subs, Matt. What color pom-pom can I get you for your fantastic resub of 45 months? I got the whole jar here. You know the colors. Yellow for 45 pencils. You got it. Yellow, yellow, yellow. This yellow. Ta-da! Yellow pom-pom. Ow, my headphone's stuck. What are we wrapped up on? Tuck that wire there. There we go. Here we go. Yellow pom-pom for Matt's resub. Thank you so much, Matt. Into the bundle of subs you go. And Matt. Not Matt. Oh my god. And Will's here. Not Matt. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Hi, Will! I know your name, Will. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. You'd think I planned it. You'd think I do that on purpose. I don't. I'm so sorry. Oh, at least you landed. Clappies for not Matt. Clappies for not Matt. I did apparently get Kaode's name correctly. I hope I'm saying it correctly now still. I feel like I said it differently that time. Hi, Matt 1 and Matt 2. I'm gonna go wear bowling shoes on the streets of Nashville. You want to slip slide everywhere? Is that what you're getting at? That sounds dangerous. Please don't do that. That sounds like a good way to twist your ankle. Or break something. There's no traffic. If the roads are icy, they're not riding around anywhere. Anyway, did I miss anything else? Matt tried all the bundle commands. Friends, I have deactivated the bundle commands since we are not on Farlands. Farlands Season 1 has ended. Unfortunately, it's over. It's done. And if you're interested in more Farlands news, I'd highly recommend checking out the Discord for Farlands. There'll be some exciting news on there in the relatively near future, I'm sure. So keep an eye on that, and I will also share some of the exciting news to my own Discord when there is news to be shared. I will cease and desist. Cease and desist what? What? Huh? Going to America full stop sounds dangerous right now. You're not wrong, Matt. You're not wrong. Joe says, I still want a world's greatest mat. Welcome mat with Will's picture on it in the merch store. I think Fourth Wall has welcome mats, but I will keep that in mind if they add the option in the future. Jove, Matt, and Jules on thin ice. Oh. Is that everything? Is it just the sign and the mobs? Alright, those are off. That reminded me to remember to turn off the channel points for Minecraft related things. So much thin ice. So much thin ice. Friends.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
My god.
Yeah, given the temperature, yeah, it's pretty cold. Pretty frigid out there. Pretty frigid.
What you doing?
What am I doing, Jove? We're about to play some more blueprints, which is what I was about to say. This is our 4th stream, and it'll be our 5th day in blueprints, which, long story short, our great uncle has passed away, and in his will, he has left us his estate of Mount Holly, which is an interesting place because you build the house every day. Every day, you start out and you get to pick out which rooms go where. And our goal is to make it to the 45th room. The 45th room is how we secure our inheritance. That is the only requirement our uncle has really left for us. He said, get to the 45th room, and that's how you'll get your inheritance. So that's what we're working on. We're gonna head into the game here. Blueprints hype, whoop whoop. Uncle Babadora? Who's Uncle Babadora? You love this game? It's so fun. I played a little bit on my own before deciding that this is something we should do on stream. So I haven't been playing it on my own anymore. And we take our sweet time getting through the day. This is our 4th blueprint stream and our 5th day in the game. So before the last stream, we were averaging 1 day per stream. It was pretty wild because my streams are usually like 3+ hours. It shouldn't take us 3 hours to get through the house. But it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying finding the secrets and stuff. And we got our notebook here. I got the notebook with the notes of what we've learned so far. And we're gonna learn some more stuff today, I bet. If I have to build my house each day, I'm selling it or burning it down. But Matt, we get an allowance of 1 gold coin a day. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? Alright, so there's 3 doors when you enter into the house. We can also go backwards. We've unlocked a few things out there. We can make a wish in the wishing well. We can go to the side yard and get the outer room because we have the Westgate Path unlocked. We also have the Blackbridge Grotto unlocked, which means we can use an offline terminal while we're connected to the network. And that's everything we unlocked. So I think we should open up these 3 rooms and then head outside to do the outer room. Is that what we think we should do? I asked for everybody's input on this. If you've played through it and no secrets, I'd ask you not to spoil anything because we're trying to do this relatively organically, and having chat chime in on things and help us make decisions. If I had to unlock all 3 rooms before deciding where to go. Great idea, butterflies. Wish I had it. We're on the same page. Love it. Solved any good puzzles lately? So I don't even remember. We can look at what we did before, right? Like we've gotten the billiard room and we've gotten the parlor a few times. So we do those little the logic and the math puzzles. I don't think we've done anything major. We did get the boiler room up and running. That was complicated. think that's about it. We're early on in this. You reckon I do the hokey pokey and then I turn myself around? Is that what that's all about, Matt? Is that what that's all about? Okay. So we're coming off the left side of the house. I love the den. You get a gem. I think it's very handy. That's what I would do. Anybody care to the contrary? Think we should do the closet or the nook? Because my vote's for den. Butterflies for den. I'll give it 5 seconds. All right, no votes to the contrary. Den it is. Da-den, da-den. Let's all take a sip of water, shall we? Everybody hydrate? How have we all been this week? I have been MIA because I am covered in cat hair. I am just absolutely covered in cat hair. I should lint roll. I've been MIA because Farlands ended over the weekend. And then we got hit by a bunch of snow. So I've spent a lot of time shoveling. And Kong had a couple extra days off from work because they didn't open because of the snow. So we actually had 3 whole days in a row together, which is unheard of. Kong usually has 1 day off a week. So 3 days in a row, we spent a good chunk of it shoveling. And just being cold because it's so cold. But it was good. Him and I played some Pal World together, which we haven't done in a long time. And just kind of hung out. Played some video games. Watched some X-Files. Watched some Twin Peaks. Did we watch any Star Trek? I don't know if we watched any Star Trek. We finished Stranger Things. Yeah. Gotta refill my water skin. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, it's very important to stay hydrated. You'll hear that a lot from me around here. You'll hear that a lot. All right, let's go to the one to the east. So this is this room here. There's a hallway. There's the corridor, which is always unlocked, but that seems like a waste. And there's a storeroom. At this point, early on, we want as many paths forward as possible, so I would lean toward just the regular hallway. We did not watch any Buffy yet. Kong and I want to finish up Twin Peaks for the second time, and then we'll have a gap. When we finish that, we only got, I think, 3 episodes left. So we'll finish that this week, probably. And then we'll have a gap between when we want to restart Twin Peaks for Twin Peaks Day, which is in February toward the end of the month. Elton says...
I reject absolutely revenge, aggression, and retaliation.
Exactly. Elton says, I have no energy today to even work. Just got home from seeing my new cardiologist. Well, I hope that you like the new cardiologist. Oh, wait. That was 2 different messages. Jove just got home from seeing his new cardiologist. I hope you like your new cardiologist, Jove. Elton says he has no energy. That is unrelated to Jove's cardiologist. I need to stop combining messages. Sorry to hear you're low energy, Elton. I hope that you're able to rest and give your body what it needs to get back where you need to be, right? You staying hydrated? You eating? Hope you're taking it easy. It's really good. Spent a lot of time going over things. Love that. Love that. Because I know a lot of people, when they go to the doctor, you wait all this time for that appointment. And then you're with the doctor for like 3 minutes. And he rushes you out without actually listening to what you have to say. So I'm glad you got one that actually wants to listen to you and go through things. That's really important. But no, we haven't watched Buffy yet. I'm going to watch Buffy. Fun fact, I named my car Buffy. Not after Buffy the Vampire Slayer, after buffalo sauce. But fun fact for you. There's a fat fact. Jojo says, Buffy's one of my go-to for rewatching. Used to binge West Wing, but that just makes me sad now. Aw. I've never seen West Wing or Buffy. When are we playing Mystery Game? I was going to talk to you about that. How's tomorrow, Matt? Are you going to be around tomorrow if I start it then? I'm going for the hallway. We're going for the hallway because I need decisions to be made. Alright, and going forward, let's see what our options are. Corridor, bedroom, closet. Bedroom would loop back that way. I mean, it's kind of a waste of the corridor at this point because that door is going to be unlocked either way, but it's a path forward. Closet will give us 2 items. Any input on which one we go with here? I'm not in love with any of them, personally. Tomorrow's fine. In the office next Wednesday, so won't be around. Okay. We will start mystery game tomorrow. Mystery game is the next Life is Strange? Not Stranger Things. Life is Strange game in the Chloe Max saga. So, Double Exposure, it's called. Matt was very, very kind and gifted me Double Exposure on Steam a few days back, and we're gonna start playing that on stream. We haven't played any Stranger Things since we played Before the Storm, which was like the prequel. Was that Before the Storm? That was Before the Storm, right? With Chloe's like backstory. It's all fuzzy. Hi, Cormatic. How are you doing, friend? Nice landing. Excellent landing. What an entrance. Got the special edition as well. I don't know what's included in the special edition, but Matt spared no expense. Thank you, Matt. I know you said something about cats, which, worth it. Worth it. And I imagine outfits, that's usually what the special editions of Life is Strange does. Before the Storm was the last one. Alright, look at me remembering things, kinda. Look at me. Butterfly says bedroom or closet. I'm tempted to go toward the closet, just to see what items we get and how that might shape what we do with the outside room. I think I'm leaning toward closet, because we got both of these that can go north. So losing this path forward probably isn't the end of the world. If we do the bedroom, odds are we're not going to have something that this links into that actually, like, is going to be a useful path. I'm leaning toward closet. If there's no objections, I'm going to go with closet on this one. And then we'll go, we'll see what items are in there. Then we'll head out to the shed, to the outside room to see what we got in there. Jojo says, West Wing is brilliantly written, but the writers were under the impression that politicians were capable of rational debate and critical thinking. Oh my god. I can see why that would be a little depressing nowadays. That says the cat is the special edition. Outfits were the middle one, but you get them with the special edition. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Matt. I'm excited to play it. I am. I know I've been putting it off and teasing you about it, but we're gonna play Double Exposure starting tomorrow. Well, it'll probably take several streams to get through it. It's usually an episodic kind of game. I don't know how many episodes there are or how long the gameplay typically is, but we'll start that tomorrow. And yeah. But today is Blueprints time. So tomorrow, Life is Strange. Today, Blueprints. Closet. I'm going with the closet. Let's grab the closet. Butterfly said closet or bedroom. Alright, we got a die. So we can re-roll on the floor plans one time. And we got a gem, which is helpful for drafting rooms. There's also a gem in the parlor. And there isn't usually anything in the hallway, but we'll check the table anyway. Alright, let's head outside. We are on the grounds, like the entry to the place. If we go that way, there is a cave, but we don't have the password for the computer system in there. We need an admin login. And then if we go through the gate this way, we'll get to the outside room. We also have the option of making a wish in the wishing well with our single coin. But I think we should hold on to the coin. And there's a staircase that goes down that way, but it was like a dead end to us. There wasn't anything to do over there. If you think the menu music is good for this, it has nothing on double exposure. The soundtracks on Life is Strange usually are pretty good. Usually pretty good. Alright, that path is a dead end to us right now, because that's only a bridge if we have the garage. And here is the outside room. We'll get 3 rooms to choose from for this. What are our options? Okay. There's choices, friends. We've got the schoolhouse that adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. So the pool of rooms will include a whole bunch of classrooms. 8 of them. There's also a tool shed that could give us 2 items similar to the closet. And the trading post where we can trade stuff. Or we could redraw, but I don't think it's worth redrawing on the outside room. I want to save that for when we have a dead end and we need to move forward, most likely. Or when we get really bad rolls. Stool cupboard? None of these are stool cupboards. None of these are stool cupboards. Schoolhouse. 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 Jules! Jules is here with the 20... Oh, not 21. Wait, what did I say? 36-month resub. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you. How are you, dear? How's it going? Is the boy safely home now? Mulder, why are you trying to knock over the camera? What are you doing over there? What are you doing, sir? Please don't knock over the camera. Do you want to come up on my lap? You want to come up here? I'll give you scritchies. You want to come up? Yeah. Let's see if we can get him in my lap. Come on. Come here. Right here. Come on. You want to come up? You want to say hi to Jules? Or are you going to go on the cat bed? There he is. Say hello. Say hello to Jules and everybody. You say hi? This is Mulder, if anybody is not familiar. We have 2 kitty cats. We have this fancy tuxedo boy, Mulder, and we have a gray tabby cat who has thumbs. He's polydactyl, named Scully. He's a good boy. Oh, yes, he's so handsome. He's so handsome. Tool shed seems good. Hi, Jules. Jules, you may want to be here tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow we're starting Life is Strange. If anybody was unaware. Jules, what color pom-pom can I get you for the bundle of subs, my friends? Around these parts, anytime somebody subs, resubs, gifts a sub, we add a pom-pom to the bundle of subs here, because we love bundles. Bundles are great. 1 cat, 1 dinosaur. Yep. We got the light purple. Is that the one you usually go with? Whatever color you want, dear. What are classrooms? Okay, so I know this from my other playthrough. Classrooms, literally, you will progress through the grades. Which I have not successfully done. But when you get the first classroom, it's grade 1. When you get the second room, it's grade 2. So it's a different room each time. And I don't know... I caught it. I don't know what happened to the, I don't know what happens when you get all of them. I haven't made it that far. And there is a little, a tidbit to the classrooms themselves. So that's what the classrooms are. We haven't encountered them ourselves yet. So that would be the first time drafting the schoolhouse for us. Did Jules say a color? Jules, what color? What color do you want? Let me know. Do you want purple? You want purple? Or light purple? Green! Green, 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 green. Yes, green. I'll try to match your name. Queen! Queen for you. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't need to throw a fit like that. I just felt like being dramatic. You know, every once in a while, I want to be a whiny little baby. Kitty kitty, yep. Mulder's hanging out with us right now. Oh, hold on. He is home. Good, Jules. I'm very glad to hear that he's home. Ron's here. Hi, Ron. How are you? It's good to see you. Scully the Pterodactyl sounds like a fun TV show. It could be. It could be. Could it be like it could be based in like a natural history museum, and it could be a pterodactyl like skeleton that like, I don't know, comes to life or something. I don't know. Let's workshop it. Let's workshop it, Ron. We might have something here. Random tangent, have we all seen the trailer for the Masters of the Universe film? I have not. I have no idea what that is. Not a clue. Not a clue. Butterflies, boats, classrooms. I think we should go with classrooms because it's a new thing for us. We know what's going to be in the shed. We haven't done the trading post either, but I think we should go with the schoolhouse. Let's go with the schoolhouse. It'll give us a whole different batch of rooms in our draft pool today. I was thinking Pinky and the Brain remake with dinosaur and a cat. Oh. Okay. Who would be Excuse me. Who would be Pinky and who would be Brain? Night. Hello, Iron Knight. How are you? Hello. I hope you're having a good week. Coyote, I departed to make breakfast and returned to the same door joint. It takes us a while to get through the game here because I talk too much. Alright, we're going with the schoolhouse. First time getting the schoolhouse on this playthrough. Let's take a look in here. See what's going on. What is that? Oh, that's just a hole in the desk. Anything in here? Kirby. There's a furnace in the middle of the room. Was that a new? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the Kathadora family or something like that. We don't have a name. But welcome in. I appreciate you being here. I understand these streams that only have one day. Look at this. Within a timely manner. You can't really see that unless you get really close, huh? Is there anything else on the board? Within a timely manner. It's very dark. There's a drawer. Let me open this drawer. Scan interact with the books. Ah, papers! Closing address. Here we go. I'm going to read for a second. The Kathadora crew. We got Kathadora's Cozy Corner for our Discord. You just want us to be named after the Krusty Krab. Good morning, Krusty Crew. No, they're with C's. I kept Cozy Corner spelt correctly. It was tempting to do alliteration, and then I'm like, we cannot do that. We can absolutely not do that. You got beamed up, but there was no rematerialization sound effect. Oh no. Who knows where you are? Who knows? Alright, let's do some reading. Bear with me. Let's see if I can do this without stumbling too much. Sip of water first. The Kathadora Cloud. Alright, closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards. I'm a little bit a little bit Alexis. I think that should be right in the middle of this closing address, actually. That's a great idea. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. I hope it's a... You know what? Maybe you've rematerialized somewhere safely already. I bet. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history. Is this what we're gonna do? Are you just gonna play all the sounds while I'm trying to read? Hi, Zeri. Welcome in. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on our behalf. On behalf of our community. There's horses, oh my god. And our children. Are you getting anything out of this letter? Thank you for the bit, Sari. Wish they weren't horses, though. Why the horses? Why do we have to have the... Let's leave the horses in the past. The worst indeed. Oh my god. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision. A vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable...
Hey, listen!
Mrs. Peterson! Our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. Alright. Everybody drop it in. Yeah, distract yourself with drops. There we go. Everybody, there we go. Drops. Perfect. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps and building Reddington, yet another school. And for also allowing the use of your private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. Oh, you didn't bounce? There will be more drops. It resets like every 5 minutes or so. Wait, why is Will leaving forever? Come back, Will. You're not allowed to leave. You're not allowed. I thought that was pretty clear. You're not allowed. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I'm still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end, question mark? Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Oh, I wonder what she got. Alright, was there anything bolded or anything in this that stood out to us? Anything? I think this is just this guy's goodbye. I don't see anything sticking out. Oh, we got a thing here. Do we turn it? I think we gotta turn it. Okay. What is that thing called? The a brazier? Is that the word? A brazier? Something like that? Alright, I think we're done in this room. Does anybody have anything else we want to look at before we head back to the house? Anything you want me to take a closer look at? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm not wasting steps coming back here. And a 3. And a 2. And a 1. We made the blue fire. Yes. Yes. It appears to be some sort of fuel line. We could turn it back off, but I think that perhaps we should leave it on. I don't see what turning it back off would do to benefit us at this point. Could just be chemically blue. I didn't pay attention in science class, so. Alright, we're done here. Nobody said anything to look at. Back to the house we go. Over the bridge, through the woods. To the weird manor that changes every day. Should we make a wish? Or should we hold on to our coin? Our singular coin. Hold on to coin, says Butterflies. Oh, I wonder if we can see the thing. So that was... Can we see it from up here? There it is. There's our single brazier thing. Lit. Alright, we're holding on to the coin. We're heading back into the house. Here we go. Alright. We've already been in the closet, so our options are hallway or den. I'm leaning toward going into the den to start, because we have to grab the gem from in there. And we can fill out this corner before making our way back this way. Any objections to going toward the west into the den? I'm going into the den. One of the coziest rooms in the house. And also the, clockist? The most clocks. Many clocks. Clots? Many clocks. Anything else in here? Sometimes there's like a chest on the floor. Not seeing one. Alright, our options are west or north. I vote west. West to start. I'm gonna be out of coffee soon. Oh, we're not too far out from the first break. Oh, friends, I have to open a tab for Val. My buddy Val is live right now. Oh, shush, Val, shush, I don't want to listen. If anybody here is not following my buddy Val, please fix that. Please fix that. He's on RPG today, but he's a fellow Farlander. Since I know far too much about this game, I'm not going to give any input on choices, but I will share this useless bit of trivia. The jump button actually works. It simply does not grant any height. However, the way this is programmed prevents gravity from affecting you for a split second. This means you can float over stairs that are going down for a bit. Oh, really? What is the jump button? Is it space? What's jump? What counts as jump? Spacebar? I don't know if anything's happening. I don't know if anything's easier to see outside. Alright. Well, something to keep in mind for the next day. Alright, we're going west. We're going west. Here we go. Our options. Guest bedroom, so a dead end. Library, which will let us go north. And we'll discover a less common floor plan off of that. We went with the schoolhouse, so we're gonna want the classrooms as they come up. Or we could spend our 2 gems on the office, which seems a waste this early, personally. I'm inclined to pick library. Any objections to library? Butterfly says library. And you can feel free to help make us some decisions. Just don't give any, like, major spoilery things away. That's all I ask, is that you don't be like, choose this because this is how you get to the end game. That I would be upset about. Zeri says bedroom, which is a dead end. So far, Butterflies and I are on team library. Zeri's on team bedroom. Zeri just likes to be a contrarian most of the time. Library's rad, though. Matt says stool cupboard, which is not an option. So we're going to go with the library. Thank you for your input, everybody. As helpful and unhelpful as some of it may have been. Have we been in the library? I don't think we've been in the library yet. Because we have here, we can request one of the books to read the next time we draft the room. So let's read this. Mount Holly Library book request form in library. use only. Excuse me, I keep burping. I'm trying not to burp directly into the mic. This is not a Joe Plays Violin stream. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Please select one. We could get The Sightseer's Guide to Reddington by Andrew Darrell. We could get Swimbird by Marion Marigold. We could get The Fixed Stars by Richard Witt. We can get The History of Arindia by Caleb Manning. EPCW Pump System User Manual. I hear that's a very good read. Drafting Strategy Architectural Digest Volume 3. So we have 6 books to choose from. This is our first time in here. That's true. That's true. It takes us a while to get through things because I like to give you all a chance to give input, and then some of you like to try to make it even more difficult to move forward. If nobody cares what book we do, I'd say we should just start at the top and work our way through the books that way. Any objections to getting The Sightseer's Guide to Reddington? A good introductory to the area, perhaps? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going with Sightseer's Guide. Alright, we got a thing in the corner here. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. 2 stories of wall-to-wall books surround the reader in this room, exhibiting either a bountiful spring of knowledge or typical interior design sensibilities of the wealthy. A few books have been withdrawn from the shelves and placed on rostrum stands in various corners of the library. Let's go up the fancy little book staircase. Not bookcase, staircase. Mount Holly Records. Turn the office into a stool cupboard. Can we get the restaurant at the end of the universe instead? Perhaps. Guys, we've spent 10 hours. We've averaged 2 hours a day so far. 2 hours and 21 minutes a day. We've taken 207 steps, turned 12 keys, used 24 gems, spent 18 gold. Our allowance is 1, and we've got 2 stars because we've drafted the observatory twice. Drafted 91 rooms, 10 of which were bedrooms, 11 hallways, 4 green rooms, 5 shops, and 12 red rooms. Remember that day where we got, like, all the red rooms at once? One after another? We've done the billiard room once, the dartboard once, and the parlor we've solved 4 times. All right, that's our statistics on some stuff. Oh, a nice view of the driveway. Oh, a scrapbook. Let's go down memory lane. Oh, we checked the metal detector. I forgot about that. Is that still in there? I actually don't know. We've most drafted the den, the closet, and the parlor. Yeah, basic rooms. Can't seem to pass up the den. Why would I? Why would I ever pass up the den? We've made no contraptions. Our largest purchase was a banana. We paid in full for a banana. How much could a banana cost? 2 gold? We've most avoided the passageway, the maid's chamber, and the dining room. And that's it. That's the whole book. That's what we've got so far. Alright. Down the windy staircase. That made me a little dizzy. And out this door. Alright. Our next options. Oh, we can get our first classroom. Do we go for the classroom? It's gonna cost us a gem. I forgot the classrooms cost gems. And now we can see the little tidbit about the classrooms. While drafting in the classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each. I don't know what that symbol is. Architectural room in your house? I think something like that. So each time we draw a classroom, the one outside is this kind of room. I'm going to call it architectural. I don't know what term this is. That represents something. And then the classroom itself is one, so we'd have 2. Oh, and the library is 1. 3. I forgot the library was 1. Right, Matt? Classroom? I think it's worth it to go for the classroom. Let's see how far we can progress in elementary school, guys. Let's go for it. Grade 1. Takes me back. Colors! Guys, you ready to learn your colors? We got blue and green and yellow. Were you writing this down? Very important. And violet and red and orange. Wow. Wow. Let's see outside. There's a filing cabinet. There's an apple. Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. And a color worksheet. Fill in each object below with its correct color. Do you think we need to know what colors things are? You never had a compass as a kid as part of your school supplies? I guess I have. For like maybe math class. I don't know if we need any of this. Each color is only used twice. Everybody likes the color red. Does everybody's favorite color is red. You must really like red. All right, do we want any of this? Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? We've got 1 gem left. Is there anything else anybody wants to look more closely at in here before we proceed? Everything? I mean, to figure out what color is? Okay. How should we proceed? Should we start by looking at this one? So what part of this do we need to remember? This person got 10 out of 12 of them right. Do we have to compare all of these to figure out what colors are the right colors? Should we write this stuff down? We're writing stuff down. Okay. So 2 of these are wrong. I'd say grapes are purple. Broccoli's usually green. It's a blueprint. A green lizard, a yellow banana, a blue pond. These seem right, right? So maybe it's the flags that are wrong. Jove, nice landing, my friend. Clappies for you. My turn. Okay, so this one has... Let's compare the flags. Let's compare the flags. This one has a yellow, a purple, and an orange flag. This one's yellow, this one's orange, and this one's green. What if the banana isn't ripe yet? Well, this one also has a yellow banana. Let's compare all the bananas. Let's see. Does everybody have a yellow banana? This one has a yellow banana. And this guy just likes red. Somehow 2 of these are right. Ah, you almost got it. Almost. Okay, so 2 of these are right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the fire hydrant and this is right. None of these are red. I don't think any of the flags are red. So then 2 of these, maybe one of the flags is right then? Let's see. So this one, weird little mountain thing, weird little hourglass thing, and heart. This one has that one as blue. This one has that one as purple or violet. And this one has this one as orange. Okay. I'm writing stuff down. I'm trying to figure this out. All right. This one has that as yellow. That as green. And that as orange. And we know each one is used twice. So there's too many yellows. Oh, this is blue. This is going to be blue, right? So that's one of the ones that's wrong. And I think this guy's supposed to be green. So neither of these are right. I think this one has to be orange. I think that one being orange is right. So it's the little mountain and the hourglass that we need. What's this one have? This one has 10 of them right. This one everybody else had as orange. So I feel like maybe that one's wrong and not purple. So maybe this one's purple? Like maybe these 2 are swapped and those are the 2 that are wrong? Because that would make this one orange. And this one, I think this one's purple. And maybe the yellow's right? What are the things between the fire hydrant and the grapes? It looks like broccoli and a blueprint. So I think that's supposed to be green and blue. But I think if only 2 are wrong on this and everything else seems right, then it's 2 of the flags that are wrong. And what the other worksheets indicated is that this one is orange, so that we would need purple somewhere else. If these 2 are wrong, they could swap. So that one would be purple, and that one would be orange, making this one yellow. This one's really, this is tough. This is only grade 1. This is only grade 1. But I think that one's supposed to be yellow. And then this guy was just completely wrong. The only thing that's were right were the fire hydrant and the wagon are red, I think. Because if the only 2 are right. Then they got the 2 blue. They got 2 purple. They've got 2 orange. But did we decide this one is orange? The lizard should be green. So that'd be 2 green. I think that this one's yellow. What we do with that, I don't know. But I think this one's yellow. This one's purple. And this one's orange. What we'll do with that, I don't know. But I think that's the information we get from the first grade. Twitch is yelling at me that we have an incoming ad break, friends. So what I do around here when the ad breaks run, we color the sheet in the front of the room. Do we? How do we color it? I don't think we do. I don't think we do color it. All right. I'm going to take this ad break. I'm going to put the BRB screen and run a few minutes of ads because it's time for that. And I don't want anybody to miss anything. So I'll put up the BRB screen. I'll take a little break myself. I encourage you all to check in with yourselves. Get a drink, a snack, a stretch. Take your meds, use the restroom, whatever it is that you need at this time. Because for the next 3 to 5 minutes, you'll be looking at this screen and or some advertisements. Boring. I'll put on some Animal Crossing music in the background while I'm away. And I'll be back in just a few minutes, friends. BRB! Alrighty, friends, I have returned. I just need to fix all my blankets over here. I'm a little tangled. You can say hi to Mulder in the meantime. It's a cold one, folks. It's a cold one. Ain't that right? Is it a little chilly? A little chilly out there? Aren't you happy you're a house cat? Aren't you happy you're a house cat? Yeah. Ron's in the YouTube chat. Oh my goodness. Hi, Ron. How you doing over there? Okay. I have returned. I have nice hot cup of coffee again to warm my little fingers. How are we all doing? Did we remember to get up and hydrate and take care of ourselves? Ice is falling off the roof. And I think both me and Mulder just got scared by it. Did a bit of a workout. Wow. That was a productive break. Good job. Alright, so it doesn't look like we can actually do anything with this. I can't like drag colors. There's no crayons. I don't think I'm allowed to fill in the sheet myself. Oh, I turn off the Animal Crossing. Thank you, Wild World. We don't need that right now. Appreciate you. So, unless there's anything else we want to look at, I did write down what I think we learned here. We know a banana's yellow. We know a fire hydrant's red. I think the important part on there was the flag-related stuff, because I don't know what color those flags are. Perhaps this will come in handy in the future, but we got that this one should be yellow, I believe. This one should be orange, and this one should be purple. Because those seem to be the two they got wrong on this one. So they're swapped. Is what I think. I could be wrong. I actually don't know. I haven't made it through all the classrooms. All I've gathered in my other playthrough is that every time you get a new classroom, it's the next grade. And you have new information. So, going out through the classroom, our options are the courtyard, which would cost us a gem, the bedroom that'll loop back into the den, or the pantry that'll also loop back into the den. This would cost us a gem, and doesn't actually let us go north either. Never mind. None of these let us go north. None of them. So, I think it's pretty silly to spend a gem on the courtyard. We could get the pantry where we'll get 4 coins, and there's also a piece of fruit in there that we've learned in the past. There's a piece of fruit. And the bedroom would give us 2 steps when we go through it. So bedroom or pantry, I believe, are our options here. Oh, wait! We can redraw 3 times for free because of the classroom thing. We should probably use that, huh? We're not going to use the die. That we can use anywhere. We should redraw this and see if we can go north. Objections? See what other rooms we would get? Maybe we'll get another classroom. But really we need gems, because each time we spawn the classroom, it costs us a gem. And right now we have 1. So I'm going to redraw it, and we'll see what other options we get. 3, 2, 1. Redraw. Okay. Security. Why does everything go across? Why do we not go north? Drawing room goes north. It'll cost us a gem, but we can redraw whatever is at the north. This would just go straight across. Drawing room would cost us, but it goes north. And we can redraw for free. Redraw run. I don't think it's a good spot for the security, because that just cuts off this side of the whole house, and we are going to need to go north. Let's go drawing room. And that's another one of the little compassy things. Drawing room. We're going with the drawing room. A Thad joke. I don't have jokes on command. I wish I did. The answer is C, says Ron. 3 minutes ago. Alright, here we are in the drawing room. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Alright, so that leads back into the den. Or we can go through this door. Is there anything else anybody wants to look at in here? There's a nice painting of our uncle. Very, very dapper. Gonna get something to eat. All right, Jove, enjoy your meal. Gardic? Why are you saying Gardic? Nobody redeemed Gardic, right? Is Ron about to redeem Gardic on us? He might be. Welcome back, Ron. Nobody redeemed Gardic, though, right? I'm not missing that. I'm looking. I don't see any Gardic in the queue. This is the Gardic room. I see. Because it's the drawing room. I got you, Ron. Welcome back to the Twitch side. Shall we proceed through this door? Or should we make a phone call? We can't make a phone call. Many paintings. Many paintings. If they mean something, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Shall we? 3, 2, 1. Door. Okay, we can go to the bedroom. We can go to a guest bedroom. Or we can't do this one because we have no gems. This is going to kind of cut off that left side of the house. We got a free redraw. I think we should use the free redraw. Because none of this is particularly great. We can't take this one. We can't get the secret passage. I want the secret tunnel, but we don't have any gems. We have no gems. 0 gems. Redraw? These options suck. Alright, we got the nook, which will give us a key. We got the corridor that'll let us go straight forward. It'll be unlocked. Or we got the storeroom that'll give us a key, a gem, and a coin. But that is going to cut off the left side of the house for us. The west wing is going to be... We're going to have to go all the way back to the hallway on the right side. So I think in this case, we might be heading into locked door territory. Possibly. And if we're lucky, we'll get a room that'll let us fill in the west side. All in favor of corridor, say aye. Or tell me what else you'd prefer. Aye. Ron says aye. Zeri says aye. Jove says aye. Welcome in, Zach. Zach says, I vote we stay where we are and just enjoy our tea. We can do that too after we pick the room. All right, everybody says aye. Ron said aye 3 different ways. So therefore, we're going with the corridor. But we can sit here and enjoy our tea for a moment before we go. Look at all the pretty paintings. Look at all the beautiful paintings in here. The nice photo of our uncle. Yeah. We can just enjoy our teas and our coffees and our waters. How are you, Zach? What's going on in your neck of the woods? That is a spooky little eye, Joe. What is this? Oh, it's a Mandy Prattery emote, I see. How did my portrait end up in the game? Oh, is that you? What a dapper gentleman you are, Zach. Also, somehow you're my deceased great uncle? That's interesting. No, nothing important at all, Zeri. Definitely not. Definitely nothing important in the painting of the uncle. Nothing at all. We all have a lot of history. Some of it we're not very proud of. There goes Drove. Dropping on in. Is it my turn to drop? I want to drop. Dying was one of those moments I wish I could undo. Alright, if there's nothing else anyone else wants to look at more closely in this room, shall we proceed? Is there secrets in the Gardic room? There might be secrets, Ron. There might be secrets that I have stumbled upon in my other playthrough. Can we tilt the candelabra? What would make you think maybe we can tilt the candelabra? What would make you think that? Butterflies. Where would you get such an idea? We'll drop it on in. Other playthrough, you know things. I started this on my own and then hit a point where I was like, I gotta play this on stream. So I stopped playing solo. I have a bit of knowledge that I've not shared with you guys. All right. We have here a safe. There is a safe behind this lovely painting. Do we have any guesses on what the code might be? How do we get into the safe? And I'm gonna be completely honest with you on this. I don't know the code to this cave. The code to this safe. I knew the code to the one in the boudoir. I have not gotten into this safe on my own. I knew the safe was here. I've not gotten into it. Jove thinks it might be 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. It is not. It is not. Please don't actually type what Jove put. Too late. Too late. Why? What? You think we might call Jenny? We might call Jenny. Ron says 310 3030. That didn't work either. Sorry, Ron. Either Pizza Hut or something adult. Like an adult Pizza Hut? Where they get full-size pizzas for reading books? That was Pizza Hut, right? Howdy. That's Greco. What is, trying to remember. That number's for something around here. I think it was like something to do with the sewers or your what's the thing when you're not connected to the sewer? You have the big tank in your yard. A septic system. Type your zip code. The game is localized. That's a great idea, Will. Let me type my zip code for all of you to see. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything here, folks. Unless there's something else you want to try. Imagine if we had the sensor bar here. We should have the sensor bar here. Kita, hello, how are you? It's nice to see you. Your delivery in 30 minutes, or it's on the house. And then if it was late, At least you got something back. Now it's just cold. Yeah. Yeah. Does the phone hold any secrets? Tell me, telephone. What do you know? What have you heard? I can't seem to interact with the telephone. Is the code in the painting? This painting? Or one of the other 7,000 paintings in here? The phone has no signal. Nothing about this painting is screaming numbers to me. Check all paintings. Okay. All right, let's start with the one over here. Does that look like a number to you? Something like a count of horses per wall. Well, there's no horses here. Which wall do we start on, Zach? There are horses on the other walls. A little hard to look for clues on mobile. Oh yeah, I can imagine this is impossible to see on a tiny screen. I'll tell you, I spent a long time in this room trying to guess the code from stuff in this room. Can we look at the clock? The clock is moving. Imagine if this is actually a horse puzzle. Imagine, Ron. Imagine. I did try counting the horses in the past. It did not seem to solve the puzzle for me. I don't think the clock's helping in this case. Because it's moving. So now what is it? It's 5:25? I don't think we have what we need at this point for this puzzle, for this safe. Stealing. You know what? I did not look up. I did not look up. There's 2 candelabras. They each seem to have 8 candles. Can I see all the walls? Yes, you can. Sorry, I'm like, no worries, Kida. You come here when you can. So, we got this single wall, this single painting on this wall of the gentleman with the hat and cane. This is probably your favorite safe. Ooh, I don't know the code to this one. I have not figured it out. Then we got this wall with many more paintings. Boo, work, Jules, boo. You want me to write you a doctor's note? Because I'm obviously a doctor. To whom it may concern, Jules should not have to work ever again, but you still should pay her for medical reasons. Sincerely, Thad. There we go. You've done this one? Oh, Zuri. All right, here's the third wall. Paging Dr. Thad. And I'm going to move on to the fourth wall. Fourth wall. I'll tell you a few things I did on my own. Dr. Oh, yeah. Sincerely, Dr. Thad. Forgot about that. Yes, Dr. Thad. Of course. I tried counting all of the paintings. I tried counting all of the figures in the paintings, since some of them have multiple figures. I tried counting the horses. I tried counting the guy that's hunched over with the umbrella. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's the paintings in this room. There are 4 different paintings, are there? I see 1, 2, 3. I see 5 different paintings on this wall. There's the hunched over old guy. There's the little kid that's running. There's the gentleman with the top hat. There's the horse. And there's the woman. So I think it's 5 different paintings. Candelabras per wall. Well, there's none on that wall. There's 2 there. There's none there. And there's 2 there. We could try 2020. Or 0202. Number of men and women. And what, we omit the horses? Now, remember the first safe we did, there was a picture. There was a picture, and in that picture, there was a hint to what the code was. Oh, wait. Didn't we learn something in one of the rooms? Did we get the boardroom? We got the boardroom. But this says the conference room safe code was 9083. I mean, in the conference room, we found the office safe code of 9083. Allegedly. People, then horses. So, like, 2317. Matt knows the answer. Do you, Matt? What's the answer, then? I did try the number of paintings on the wall, too. Unless I counted wrong or something. 42. Google told me the answer. Matt, you're not supposed to be Googling stuff. It's very intentional with its puzzle design. I don't want to know. No, not if you looked it up. You know that's not how I'm playing this. You know better. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't know if we can solve this one at this point. Something tells me it's not 6969. Are you sure? Now I'm tempted to try it. You agree with Google? I'm not sure that there's anything we can do from here. Who else would like to proceed down the hallway? Did you try the number of paintings on each wall? All right, let's count. Let's count. So 1. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How would we do this? Because there's 13 on that wall. I think this is what Zach was saying, the number of paintings on the wall. It's more than... And it's probably a 4-digit code. I feel like the safes are usually 4 digits. All right, we're proceeding. We're moving on. 3, 2, 1. Into the hallway. All right, let's see if there's anything in here. Doesn't appear to be. Okay, door. Here's our options. We can go to the west with the parlor and do a puzzle there. We can get the nook, which is going to bring us east again, or the kitchen, which will also bring us west. Oh, wait, we can't get that because we don't have any gems. In the past, when we've done the parlor puzzle, the gem, we've gotten 2 gems from it. So I think this will give us 2 gems. All in favor of parlor? Say aye. Or parlor. Or eyeball. Or A. Or something to that effect. Ron. Butterflies. All right, here we go. We're going with the parlor. 3, 2, 1, parlor. Bye, Matt. Ron says egg. Do I have a command for egg? I do still have a command for egg. All right, the parlor, which is another room that I really like. I would totally hang out in here. I like when we get the parlor on the outskirts of the house because all the windows are open. All right, anything? Nothing on the tables. We got 2 paintings on the wall there. And we've already read this. This just tells us how to do the puzzle. So, from the puzzle, which this has the instructions, there will always be at least one box which is true. There will always be one box, at least one box that is false, and only one box will have the prize in it. It was 6969. Dang it! No, we didn't figure it out, Zach. Dad gave up, said we aren't smart enough. I did not say that, but I truly don't know if it's possible for us to solve it from within that room at this point. I spent hours in that room just counting various things in the painting. In my experience with this game, it's been a little more in your face about how to go about stuff. I did not think that either. I just don't think we're equipped at this point. I don't think it's a matter of how smart y'all are. I just don't think we have the materials we need. In my opinion, as somebody who has not cracked that safe yet. All right, here's our 3 boxes. At least one of these is true, one of them is at least one is false, and one of them contains the prize. This is the blue box. Well, it looks blue to me. Looks pretty blue to me. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, in fact, that is the blue box. The blue box is true. Well, the blue box is saying it's blue. So I think that is also true. Right? So perhaps those are both true. And if 2 of them are true and at least one of them has to be false, I think the black box is lying to us. I think based on these 3 things, this is the blue box, says the blue box. The white box says the blue box is true. And the black box says the blue box is empty. Based on that, Zeri says the gems are in the green box. Great job, Zeri. The gems are definitely in the green box, which does not exist. Escape room clues can be a matter of tuning to the same thoughts as the designer. True. If you can figure out how they were thinking when they were designing the puzzles. You think they're all right, Ron? Well, the rules of the game say at least one has to be false. And only one box has information that says the gems may or may not be in it. That's true. And I'm pretty sure that the black box is lying, so I'm inclined to believe the gems are going to be in the blue box. All in favor of opening the blue box, we have 1 chance. Say aye. Aye. Matt says no's. So Matt disagrees. Zeri says nay. That's blueberries, Ron? Is that a vote for opening the blue box? I think that might be a vote for opening the blue box. All right, I disagree with Zeri and Matt. Butterfly says aye. We're opening the blue box. That's 3 votes for the blue box. 4 if you count Ron's blueberries. Oh, look! 2 gems! Yay! And now we can fill out the west side a little bit. Hopefully. Oh gosh, Matt. Here we go. Next room. So we can either open the storeroom, which will give us a key, a gem, and a coin, and make this a dead end. So we'll never be able to fill in this box. The garage, we don't have powered. It would give us 3 keys, but it'll cost us a gem. And the commissary, items for sale, we have exactly 1 coin to our name. It'll cost us a gem. Or we could redraw. And spend our single redraw die on this. Can you show me the list of rooms you found at some point? Absolutely. Someone remind me after we do this one. Will says bedroom. Jules says party room. Neither of those are options, guys. I'm honestly tempted to re-roll and see if we can get something that'll let us go both north and south. Party bedroom. There's no bedroom on this list. All in favor of redrawing? Using our single re-roll die? Butterfly says re-roll. Party bedroom store. The commissary? Is this the party bedroom store? I'm re-rolling. Y'all are talking nonsense. Butterflies and I are on the same page. I'm redrawing. We got the West Wing Hall! We're going with the hall, folks, because that's going to let us go north and south. We don't want the garage. We don't want the garage. I vote West Wing Hall. We do love keys. Yeah, but then this whole entire side of the floor of the blueprint is going to be blocked off. We're going to have to go all the way back to the entrance hall to go through the hallway. One square would be, yeah. Yeah, we could possibly end up filling this all back in using this way. That would give us 3 keys. But while we're filling out this side of things, we're not really going to need the keys when you're down here unless we come across chests. That could be beneficial. Ron says West Wing. Butterfly says Hall. But we do have 2 votes for Garage. Hallway's fine too, since it's not the party bedroom. Yeah, it's only the guest bedroom. And 10 steps is nice, but we will have other opportunities. We could get the bedroom later. We could get the garage, possibly, on this one or this one, maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Didn't we get the garage the first time we rolled this? Or does the garage have to be there? I don't know if the garage has to be on that specific tile. I don't know. All right. I'm going with the West Wing Hall. I've made an executive decision with some input from you guys. All right. I believe we've read this before. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft... I don't know what that is. I don't know what the rest of this notice is. But I do want to write down that this is June 15th, 1983. Do I have anything with dates on it? What are we groaning about? What's up, Matt?
You won't hurt him, will you, Andy?
Who am I hurting? What are you talking about? We're not hurting anybody. All right, I want to fill in this one before we move forward. That sound good? All right, our options are guest bedroom, regular bedroom, or pantry. Why? What is it? The sounds? What murder? What murder? What are you talking about? There's been no murder. I mean, maybe there was murder. Actually, we don't know how Lady Epson died. Is that what you're saying? Do you think she was murdered? Do you think she was murdered, Matt?
You're my family and I love you, but you're terrible. You're all terrible. I don't say that.
Well,
You're just
that's
playing
all you
sounds.
say.
You kind of do.
You're just playing sounds.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. All right. Butterflies is voting for pantry. Pantry will give us 4 coins and a piece of fruit, so that'll give us a few steps. Bedroom, we'll get 2 steps when we walk through it. That's about it. Guest bedroom, 10 steps. The bedrooms are likely to have... Oh! I was supposed to open up the thing with the rooms that we've looked at. Okay, I'm going to remember that. Bedrooms are likely to give us other items sometimes, like a gem or a key. We've seen a lot in the bedrooms. I think that's like just how they're likely to be, is to have extra items. So it's a matter of 4 coins and a couple steps, 10 steps and the possibility of an item, or 2 steps and the possibility of an item. Anybody else want to chime in? We have a vote for pantry. I'm tempted to go guest bedroom personally, because that's a good chunk of steps, and there might be another item in there. We like steps, says Coyote. Butterfly says, I retract my vote. You don't want the pantry anymore? What did I say that time? How am I supposed to say it? I need phonetic spelling again. I've lost it. I did it right the first time. K like the letter. Ode is into ode. KO'd. KO'd? Did I do it? KO'd. I've made you into like a coyote with that one, huh? You sure you don't want to change your name to Coyote? KO'd. Okay, I will do my best to remember that. Sorry, it happens. I just say stuff wrong all the time. Ask Will. I call him Matt all the time. Already changed my name once. That's expensive. It costs money? It costs money to change your name? That just KO'd chat. Knockout. All right. Well, what are we going with? My vote is for guest bedroom. My vote's guest bedroom. Anybody else want to vote for guest bedroom or vote for something else? How shall we proceed? Two for guest bedroom. 4, 3, 2. I am curious where it wouldn't cost money for that. Oh, like real life name change. I thought you meant your username. Yes, it costs real money to change your name legally on documents and stuff. I gotcha. All right. See, Kathadora is not my real name. That's my Twitch name. I'm pretty sure I don't think they charge money for that. But some digital stuff does. Doesn't it cost real money to change your name on WoW and stuff? If I recall correctly. KO'd is my legal name. I see. All the more reason to correct me when I say it wrong. You guys don't use your real name? I don't. No. All right, I'm going guest bedroom so we can make progress. Guest bedroom. All right, we got 10 steps. That's nice. We've been in here before. This is just telling us that in the billiard room, there is a puzzle involving math. Do not call me Dora. You know I hate being called Dora, Matt. And that is not my real name. right, we got a gem out of it, so I'm glad we chose this one, because sometimes there's a free thing right there. Anything else we want to look at in this room? Yeah, I hate being called Dora, Matt, almost as much as I hate being called Dora. Got this name from a mud back in the early 2000s and finally just adopt a mud. I don't know what a mud all capitalized is. But I'm glad you got a name you like. That's exciting. Multi-user dungeon text-based multiplayer RPG. Oh! Yeah, I never would have guessed what that is. Matt. Matt, behave. I'm purposely scolding Will. That's Matt. Just to bother him. This isn't Far Lands, but we do still try to keep it PG. We do still try to keep it family friendly. All right, nothing else in this room? Nothing else in this room. Shall we move on? Through the other door. I'm moving on. Friends, if there's anything while we're in these rooms that you think we should take a closer look at, just tell me. And if I don't acknowledge it, tell me again. Here's our options for this one, where we're filling in this room here. We can go for the spare room, which will give us a door to the north. We can go with the bedroom. That'll give us a door back toward the east. And the veranda would cost most of our gems, but we'll have a greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Cube! All right, I want to drop. I'm tempted to just go regular bedroom and see what we get from there. Any thoughts? I don't really want to spend the gems. I want to hold on to them for the classrooms when we get them, if we get more classrooms. And spare room's fine. But as we mentioned last time, there's a chance of getting another item in the bedroom. Key to drop in. Oh, are you going to make it? Are you going to make it? Come on, Kita. Come on. Oh my God, so close. I think that was almost, that was this close to counting. That, you got robbed there. You got robbed, Kita. You want to drop with Cube? Too bad. Cube's not an emote here. You can only use it as the BTTV emote. All right, we got, I'm for bedroom, Butterflies is for bedroom. Anybody have any votes to the contrary or want to solidify that decision? Nice landing, Matt. Clappies for Matt. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will wants a Q drop game, and I'm picking the bedroom. All right, friends, here we go. Q drop has begun. Please do ! Drop with the emote of your choice. Show me your favorite emote. Show me your silliest emotes. Show me, pick an emote, any emote, to be part of the Q drop. I will set up the prediction so y'all can wager your channel points and or your bragging rights on whether or not you think anyone will hit the Q drop target, which is that pile of snow at the bottom of the screen. When I hit start, all our Q'd emotes will drop from the skies and potentially land in the pile. So 5 minutes on the prediction, 5 minutes to get your drops in, and I will set a timer. Please set timer for 5 minutes. Thank you, thank you. Wait, what? I just got an email that could be very important for me. Sorry. Hold on. Yes! I am so stoked. I had a, for those of you who don't know, full-time, my job, I'm a photographer. I do like family portraits, engagement sessions, weddings, that sort of stuff. I had an inquiry call about a week ago, and they just said they want to move forward. Oh, I am so excited. I was worried. I didn't think this one was gonna go. I didn't think this one. It's for March, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. This time of year is rough. It is so slow business wise. Like where I live, it's cold. Nobody wants to do pictures this time of year. And the way weddings are now, we're going on a side tangent. We're talking for a minute while we get the Q drop going. The way weddings book now is not how weddings used to book. Like I used to book stuff like a year plus out. This wedding's in March. And they don't have a photographer yet. They just said they want to move forward with me. Oh my God. Less than 2 months out. Why are weddings like this now? It leaves me so uncertain. Oh, I'm so happy though. I'm so happy. Yay. Yay, bookings. All right, we got the prediction going if anybody else would like to participate in that. We got some drops in. Very nice. Let's see. Who do we got? I'm in the drop. Will's in the drop. Ron's in the drop. Is that a new one, Ron? Have you had that email before? I don't remember the sad one. Coyote's in the drop. Kita's in the drop. Matt's in the drop. Jules says slay. Thanks, Jules. What a dream job. It's a lot. I do love it though. I've been doing photography like as a hobby for like 2 decades. Like I have pictures from my first digital camera still on my hard drive from 2006. So it's been like it's been my passion for a really long time. But trying to make a living off of your passion is extra stressful. I love it. I love doing it, but when it's slow, it's rough. It's rough. Will says, as your manager, I will accept 60%. Are you also going to do the editing, Will? All that editing, though, says Ron. See? Do you offer a photography and matchmaking dual package? I do not. I'm very sorry, Will. But I will let you know if I come across anybody who might be a match made in heaven for you. You could do the editing. Please don't. Please don't. Oh, you want to be the matchmaking side of the business, Jules? Not for you? Who are you asking for? Who are you asking for then? If not for yourself. Just a good business idea. Oh, okay. You think there's a demand for that out there, just not for you. Okay. That I will keep all of my my recommendations to myself. All right, another minute on the prediction. If anybody else would like to be in that, we're up to 4,000 points on Team Yes and 232 on Team No. So some channel points on the line. I can make matches you haven't even heard of. Okay. Why does that feel like a threat? That feels vaguely threatening. That might just be my anxiety. All right. Well, while y'all finish up and getting into the drop, let's see what's in this bedroom here, shall we? There's this picture on the bedside table that we can look at. I'm not sure who this is, to be honest. I think we've remember when we got the root cellar? Oh. KO'd, you asked for the room directory. You asked for the room directory, and I have blown that off 3 times now, I think. So here is the room directory that we have going. Sorry this took so long. So we've got in the entrance hall, spare room, rotunda, parlor, billiard room, closet, walk-in closet, and storeroom. We've also got in the nook, the garage, the den, the pantry. That's our timer for the Q drop. Last call. Last call. I'm going to go through all of these for KO'd real quick. We've also got the drawing room, the library, the utility closet, the boiler room, which we did manage to use this as a power source for a whole bunch of stuff. We unlocked the grotto through the laboratory. Or whatever it's called. Grotto? I think that's what it was called. We've gotten security. We've gotten the coat check. I think that in the coat check, we currently have something there, if I'm not mistaken. I think that might be where we left the metal detector. The observatory we've gotten twice. The conference room we've gotten. We have not been into the antechamber. And we've not been to room 46. The lab puzzle was done too. That's how we unlocked the grotto thing through the lab puzzle. Jewel says, let me matchmake. All I need is everyone's birth charts. Do potential clients get a discount if they follow, said Ron. No, because I keep my photography business completely separate from all of this. Thank you. The bedrooms, we've gotten the bedroom, the boudoir, the guest room, the nursery, and the bunk room. I love the journal entry in the bunk room. I think that is the cutest thing ever. The bickering brothers. For hallways, we've gotten hallway, west wing hall, east wing hall, and corridor. We've only gotten the courtyard for the green rooms. Wow. Okay. Shops, we've gotten commissary, kitchen, locksmith, and laundry room. We did manage to power the laundry room one time and unlock the other washing machine thing, but we didn't have any money to actually launder at the time, and we were out of steps. So, and then red rooms, we've gotten most of them: the lab, the chapel, the archives, gymnasium, dark room, weight room, and furnace. Outer rooms, we've done the tool shed, the schoolhouse, and the root cellar. We did do the root cellar, and that's it. That is all the rooms we've gotten. We have ads starting in a second, and it's time for our Q drop. All right, friends. Last call on the Q drop, exclamation point drop with an emote just like this. Here we go. We're dropping in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're dropping. Here we go. Oh my god, you got the pencils cube. There's somebody who can drop cube. Zeri with the chaos bits. Thank you, Zeri. What's going to happen? Will anybody land? Oh, no. Will might have a good trajectory. Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Get in there, Will. Come on. Oh, no. Knocked out at the last second. Oh, my God. Nobody landed. Nobody landed. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Pencil's added the cube. Pencil's added cube to his emotes. Well, then. Well, then. Embarrassing. What in the world happened there, folks? Well, congratulations to the doubters and the non-believers. Not to mention the dream crushers. You chose correctly. Nobody landed in the Q drop. All of that, and nobody landed. Enjoy your channel points, doubters. And I'm going to do what I always do when we have a devastatingly sad Q drop. Sorry for the flash. I don't know why the Q drop does that sometimes. The drop has been reset. Please feel free to continue dropping at your leisure. Regular drops, we're going to pretend we did not fail miserably on that last one. And I'm going to take this break. The ads are incoming. So friends, please check in with yourselves. Get a drink, a snack, a stretch, take your meds, use the restroom, whatever it is you need. I'm going to be gone for the next 3 to 5 minutes, and you're going to be looking at this little BRB screen or some advertisements. Boring. All right, I'll be back in just a few minutes. BRB. Alrighty, friends, we are back from the break. Did everybody get up and get a little stretch and a drink? Should we all hydrate? Grab your bevies. Let's take a big sip of water, friends. Cheers, friends! Alright. You're getting scammed by Jules for your info right now. What? What did I miss? Jules, do everyone's charts. KO says, gosh, I should take some nice cinematics of my Minecraft worlds. Oh yes, you absolutely should. I need to take some new ones. Those are some old little videos of builds. I'll have to do some for season 1 of Farlands too. What builds do you guys think I should focus on for that? If I did some like how we do the BRB screen and the starting soon screen and stuff, what builds should I focus on? Maybe we'll do one of like the sun either rising or setting by the hotel. I think we'd have to do one with like the sun. The sun would rise behind the hotel because the sun sets on the opposite side. The horses. We're not doing the horses. The horses were not my build. The diner. Definitely should do the hotel. I've taken some videos of the gas station in the rain. That could be fun. All right. Anyway. Hotel's cool, but the diner's my favorite. Is that why you rebuilt it, Ron? All right. I'll end up taking some more videos around the Farlands base. Him? Oh, the my pixel art of him. I'm guessing you mean. All right, so we're in the guest bed. No, we're the regular bedroom. Words hard. I'm not seeing anything on the bureaus to pick up. There's no chest here in this one. I think this room's pretty empty. We do have the greetings from Reddington postcard. I'm getting a phone call. I need to take this call real quick, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put up the BRB screen for 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back for real this time. Sorry, guys. It was my dad, and he hasn't been feeling well the past couple days, so I wanted to make sure I talked to him. And his phone's broken, so he's using his neighbor's phone. It's a whole to-do. It's a whole to-do, but thank you for your patience. Why is... Green's doing a weird thing again. This stream deck is being really frustrating. Really, really bothering me lately. It keeps freezing up. Come on. Oh, sorry for making you sit in silence. I forgot to turn on the background music while I put up the BRB screen. Oh, that didn't fix it. That made it worse. Does this still work? Does that turn that on and off? That still works. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the image on it. It's being really weird. But the important thing is the buttons work. Here we go. Alright, we went into the bedroom. There is no items for us to pick up in here. There's the picture of the woman on the bedside table. And then there is the Reddington postcard. Nothing jumping out on me on either of those. But yeah. You will not forgive me. You won't forgive me? I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. Okay, here we go. We've got the next room we're going to be filling in is here. We could do the Nook. That'll let us go north. The storeroom would be a dead end, but it would give us a key, a gem, and a coin. And then we could spend 2 gems on the passageway. So a key and a path forward, or a storeroom with a key, a gem, and a coin. No path forward. But we did manage to fill in this side pretty good. I don't think it's wise to spend gems on the passageway at this point. That's an expensive thing. We'd only get 2 of the 3 paths forward out of it. If I'm gonna spend 2 gems, I want all 4 doors accessible. Personally. What? What are you OMGing? Oh, a double Sagittarius. I was like, Screen Actors Guild? Aquarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. I'll pretend I know what that means. But wait, my sun is also an Aquarius, right? Because that's like the main one. Is that right? What an exquisite combination. It doesn't make any sense. Will, you are a conundrum. A conundrum. Okay, storeroom or nook? Storeroom or nook? We don't have any keys. So I think one of these is the way to go. I want to go nook because it gives us a path forward. Any objections to going for the nook and getting a key? Any objections? Your son's sign is determined by month and day. Okay. We're both Aquarius suns. Moon and rising are determined by time of day and location. Ah. Will, you're an Aquarius sun, Sagittarius moon, and Sagittarius rising. All right, if no one objects to the nook, I'm gonna click nook. Any objections? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're in the nook. We got the key. There's this one on the table that just tells us to take notes, which we've been doing. We got a notepad. We've been writing stuff down. All right, I don't think there's anything else in here. There was a rook in the nook. A rook in the nook. Oh, this? That's a rook, right? Is this, should we write this down? And a book. A rook and a book in the nook. Oh. Okay. You are shook. Hey, look. All right, I'll write it down. That we got a rook in the nook. Nook, rook. Hey, look. Anything else? Jules says that Will needs to go find a Leo, an Aries, or a Gemini. Oh. Will says nah. All right, I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to look at in here, so I think we will be moving on to the next room. If there is no further anything we want to look at, anything we want to write down. All right, I'm moving on. Here we go. Oh no. Well, it is locked. Which makes sense, because we've been told on notes before that as you go north, you're more likely to encounter security doors and locked doors, right? Higher security as we go north. Do we want to use our only key? Or the other option is doubling back and going to the hallway to fill out this side of things. I don't even... you guys know way more about this whole astrology thing than I do. I know I'm an Aquarius. That's it. And I've written down the other two things, the rising and the moon, but I don't know off the top of my head. I know that there's a lot of overlap on our signs within our friend group between Jules and two of our other long-term friends. That's about all I know. I don't know what it means. Hopefully it means that I'm compatible with Kong, because if the astrology says no, then I'm going to have to break up with him. Jules, have you ever done Kong's Kong's chart. I have no idea what time he was born at. I don't know if he knows what time he was born at. I don't think I've ever had a more nonsensical experience than dating a Leo. Don't know what that means. Kita says 2 of my partners are Leos. I'm a triple water sign. Triple water. Triple water. That's wet. That's a lot of water. KO Aquarius is very importantly a great album by Aqua. So there's that. Also a great album by Haken. I didn't know there were so many albums named that. That's so much water. You are powerful. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. Kita is super powerful. All right. My vote in this case, rather than using our single key on this door, my vote is to double back to the hallway. We'll lose 1. Wait, no, we'll get 2 steps there. So we'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps, but we got 45. And we'll get a whole bunch of stuff as we fill out this side, most likely. All in favor of doubling back and going through the hallway. The other option is using our only key on the Nook door right there. Anybody have any input? Terry. All right, if nobody's objecting to it, I'm going to go back to the hallway. I don't see anybody making any objections. We're just talking about astrology, which is all fine, well, and dandy. I just don't have much to add to this conversation. All I can really tell you is I was almost born a day earlier than I was born. I was born at exactly 12:01 a.m. on January 30th. I came very close to being born on the 29th. My uncle claims that I held out just to make him wrong on the bet about when I would be born. So glad we were taking bets about that. I'm going back to the hallway. Nobody's saying anything else. Okay, we gain 2 steps. We lose a step. Do I go through the parlor here? Back through the hallway. Into the drawing room. I have... Okay, we just found out that Lady Epson died in 1983. Was that it? I want to try 1983 on this. That's not the code. Okay. I wanted to try it, just in case. Alright, then into the parlor. I mean, into the den, entrance hall, hallway. Kitty just says hallway! Yay! Let's go to the hallway. Looking dark and scary out there. Okay. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, says that note. North or east? I do not want you to give me the code, Matt. Not if you Googled it. I want us to figure this stuff out naturally. Organically. Where'd you get those numbers from, Kita? North or east? Is it actually, Matt? Is it actually? I don't think it is. Door number 1 or door number 2? East. This would be the way east. Good choice, butterflies. I agree with you. Now we have the option of the storeroom, which will give us a key, a gem, and a coin. The lavatory, which is a dead end and gives us nothing from the looks of it. And the billiard room, which is a puzzle and will let us go north. So there'll be something if we solve the puzzle behind the dartboard. And I've also found either coins or fruit on the counter here before. So this is a dead end, but will give us a key, a gem, and a coin by default. This one, we don't know what we'll get out of the puzzle. So I'm going to say labs off the table, even though I know Matt would want the stool cupboard. I'd go either storeroom or billiard room. I think either is a good option. Butterflies is leading storeroom. Does anybody else have any input? Butterflies doesn't feel like doing math. That's how I'm taking that. All right. I'm going for the storeroom if nobody has any other input. In 5, 4, 3. My input gets poo-pooed. Poo-poo. 2, 1. Going for the storeroom. And then we still have the door north through the hallway. All right. We got a coin. A nice painting of a deer. A tag of some type. A key. A gem. And then we know there's the picture of the little bird here. Cute little bird. Who's calling me now? Guys, I am so sorry. This is my mom. She's asking me for a ride this afternoon. Let me just answer this real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm back again. I'm back again. Picture is fake. What picture? That picture? You think this picture's fake? I have to pick up my mom in a little under 2 hours. So we'll hopefully wrap up this day. Before then. The picture's fake? The burb? Oh, because burbs are fake. I get what you mean. Okay. So shall we double back? We got to get moving, folks. I have to leave here in about an hour and a half. All right. Oh, we got a classroom. Okay. Chapel is going to be a dead end on the left. We'll lose a coin every time we go it. Lavatory is a dead end. I think we go classroom. Because I would like to make it to the 2nd grade now. And we got the schoolhouse as the exterior room. It's kind of silly to pass up classrooms. As long as we have the gems for them, right? I'm going for classroom. Grade 2! We've made it to the 2nd grade. And we're going to learn some math, folks. We're going to learn some math. I'm going to write this down. All right, so blue is addition, yellow subtraction, pink's multiplication, purple is division. Oh, this child was rich. Look at that. Just took some kids' lunch money. All right, so yeah, the sign on the wall said blue is addition, so that's 7. It's kind of interesting how they do grading in this school where they don't show you which ones are wrong. So, blue with 4, yeah. Okay. Second grade. We got an apple. Yum, yum, yum. 2 steps. There's the math worksheet. But I wrote down what the colors mean. Look at the colors. This kid's very bad at math. Get it together, Rob. All right. Unless there's anything else anyone wants to look at in here, we are going to move so that I am not late picking up my mother from work. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we can redraw 5 times till we get something that fits good. All right. Pantry, that would make a dead end. The breaker box would be a dead end. The nursery would be a dead end. I'm going to re-roll this. Redraw it. Till we get something that goes north. Chapel would let us go north. Billiard room would let us go north, and we'd get something from the puzzle. Kitchen would let us go north, but costs a gem. So we'd get food, which would be steps. We have 5 coins. That's not the worst thing. My vote in this case would be for billiard room. So we can get whatever the prize is from the puzzle. And now we know how to do math, right? Because we learned colors. That's how math works. With colors. Any objections to the billiard room? 5, 4. Butterfly says billiards. 3. And it's our second chance at getting the billiard room. Because we could have had it for the storeroom. 2, 1. Matt says roll with it. But we have 2 votes for billiard room. 1 vote for a reroll, it sounds like. Billiard room it is. We can roll the pool balls. How about that? Roll the billiard balls. There we go. All right. Nothing on the counter this time. Nothing in the corner. All right. Shall we math? Drinks. Okay. So. Blue was addition, yellow was subtraction, multiplication was pink, and division was purple. So, the blue is on the 15, so I think we should click the 15. Mario, how you doing, Mario? Good to see you, friend. Happy, what day are we on? Wednesday? It's a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, I will click 15. All right. So, based on this, we got 9, we got 1, we got 6. What do y'all think we should click from here of the 1 through 20? Zeri says 7. Good job, Zeri. 7 was not the correct answer. Butterflies with the biddies, thank you so much. Thank you for the little dino biddies. First day of real sleep, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing fine, Mario. I'm, we're just hanging out, playing some blueprints. 7 again, maybe it's different this time. Oh, look, it reset the game again. 7 is not the correct answer, Terry. What did we learn? What did we learn in the 2nd grade? We learned that blue was addition. So we got 9. We got 1. We got 6. What do you think 9 plus 1 plus 6 is? It's not 7. We've tried 7 twice. 7, but click faster. I'm ignoring any of Zeri's answers moving forward. Zeri does not want us to progress. Matt says 61. I don't think it's 61, Matt. We don't have... The numbers go up to 20. 1 through 20. How am I supposed to type 61? I don't have time for this, folks. My mother's gonna be standing out in the cold, waiting for me to pick her up, and I'm just gonna be here pressing the number 7 over and over again.
Exercise some artistic license.
No! Zeri! Zeri, we don't have time for this! But the middle in rings is times 3. What? What do you mean? So 20 times 3 plus 1, 61? No. No. 61's not the answer. I think you're all just playing with me. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. Let's see if Matt's right. Oh my goodness, the puzzle has progressed. Good work, Matt. Good work. Okay, so blue is addition, yellow is subtraction. So 8 plus 19. 27. But I believe we have to subtract 11. That's 16 again. Wait, 8 plus 19, 27. 16 again? I don't think it's 7. I think it's 16 again. I was right. It's 16 again. That's triple 11. Subtract 33. What? No. We're not subtracting 33. All right. Now, we've got 15 minus 10. So 5. And then pink is multiplication. So times 3. 16? No. 15? Do we think 15? 15 minus 10 times 3. 15. Bedmas? I don't know what that is, Ron. 11d7? Oh my god. Outer ring is double, inner ring is triple, black circle is 25, bullseye is 50. I don't know the rules of darts. That's okay. That's okay, Kita. Wait, 15 times 3 minus 10? 35 is not an option. It only goes up to 20, Ron. And I think we're supposed to work out. So, like, I think we start with the inner ring and go out, because last time it was just the inner ring. So I think it's 15 minus 10, which is 5, times 3, which is 15. I'm going to 15. I'm going to 15. It does not go up to 60. You can only select from the outer numbers. You can't select anything else. I'm doing 15. Was that right? Did it go to the next one? It did go to the next one. Okay. It doesn't go to 180. 20 minus 14 is 6. Times 3. What's 6 times 3? Come on, guys. We know this one. 18. Yay, Ron! It's not 7, Zeri. It's not 7. Oh! That's handy dandy. We got ourselves an electronic key card. Security doors, you shall fear me now. I don't know what those words mean, Will. I don't know what a 9 darter is. Like when they hit the 9s on the board? Like they hit just 9 over? I don't know. Anyway, next room. Shall we proceed? We've got options. You score 9, then rotate the board. I don't think you rotate the board in darts. Fart board. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, we're filling in this room. We can get the spare room, that'll go forward. We can get the dining room, that'll go north and to the west. Or we can get the observatory, which will cost us a gem. Dining room gives us 2 doors. Doesn't cost any gems. And if we make it to the 8th level, we'll get food in the dining room. I'm voting dining room. Does anybody object? Is there a reset drop room? Oh, I guess there is. Good choice, Will. Alright, I'm gonna go for the dining room unless anybody has any input to the contrary. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dining room. Alright, we're in the dining room. I keep seeing this through the window. And I'm like, are we able to get out there? Can I go out to whatever that is? I want to go check out that structure there. Food has not been served yet. And now we have 2 doors. We can either go west or north. You didn't mean to give the bits, butterflies? Oh no. I'm sorry. At least it could have been worse. I appreciate them. Oh no, but accidentally giving them, that's rough. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Thanks for the accidental bits. So did you even hear me saying thank you about them? You put your phone away and accidentally gave me bits. I'm like, thanks, butterflies. Butterflies has no idea. Could be worse. People give money just to have their name said. Oh, and Zeri, can I refund the Gardic? I really don't think we have time for it today. And Jules wants a Q drop. Thank you, Jules. Jules has the drop queued, so everybody get your drops in. Exclamation point drop with an emote. I will set up the prediction again. Will anybody hit the Q drop target? 5 minutes on that. Set timer. 5 minutes, please. 5-minute timer. Oh. Well, I'm glad it wasn't more than that then. Imagine accidentally giving like your entire bit wallet to somebody. That would be rough. Thank you for the accidental biddies. If I could refund them, I would. Butt dialed bits. Imagine. Alright, we got the Q drop going. I'm gonna refund Zeri's points for the Gardic because there's just not time today. There's not time. I'm sorry. You guys redeem way too many things. Gardic show. Reject. There we go. Okay. Do we want to go... Butterflies, how about this? Since you gave me bits accidentally, do you want to go east or north next? You can choose. If we want to go to the east or to the north. I'm sorry, the west or to the north. East is not an option. West or north. I know directions. Give Butterflies VIP for the day. Just for the day. No, I'm going to give Butterflies the opportunity to pick which room we go to next. Totally worth 100 bits, right? Right? And we might be back in Butterfly's pocket. Which is totally fine. North. Sounds good. Here's our options. We got pantry, spare room, or greenhouse, which would cost us a gem. It says we're more likely to draw green rooms. We've not drawn the greenhouse before. I believe we've drawn both of these. Zeri wants a kitty cat treat. Zeri, why are you trying to drag out the stream anymore? I'm gonna have to tell my mom it's your fault when I'm late picking her up. Mobile delays a pain. Oh, I'm sorry, butterflies. I'm sorry. You're not helping. You know you're not helping. Zeri. Alright, greenhouse seems to be a dead end. But we've not drawn it yet. It would cost a gem. And I think we should save the gems if we get more classrooms. So, I think pantry or spare room is the way to go. We got 2 minutes on the prediction, 2 minutes to get your drops in. There's only one channel point on the line on the Q drop prediction. So, if anybody else would like to participate in the prediction, now's your chance. And if nobody has any input on which room we're choosing, I'm going to go spare room, I think. Just to have a path forward from here. Nothing special, but it would be, we might be able to fill in stuff on the left from the dining room. Ron's thinking. Mario with the 7 stream streak. Thank you for that, Mario. Thank you so much for being here. Mario says we should go to the left, so that would be the pantry. Anybody want to be the deciding vote between the spare room and the pantry? Oh, Ron wants greenhouse. I think that's what's happening there with the house and the plants. Place the spare room, but don't go in. Okay, that's another option. Because there's emotes. You had emojis to do it. You can figure out how to do spare room with the emotes. Place the spare room, but don't go in. It would be a path forward, and then we can go through the dining room side and fill out that side. I think that's a good idea. Then we'll just have that as an option as a path forward. And we won't waste any steps going into it yet. I'm going with the spare room, unless anybody has anything to the contrary. 3, 2, 1. Spare room. Spare room, but don't go in. Alright, so we'll go out this side then. That is our timer for the Q drop. Last call, get your drops in. Get your drops in. What happened with the prediction? We have 1 person on each side. Okay, here we go. We're dropping, friends, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're dropping now. Here we go. Mario's on team now. Oh, we got a little chaos biddy from Zeri there. Thank you, Zeri. How will that affect things? Let's find out. Oh, guys, we need to make our way back toward the pile. Back toward the pile. Oh no, Jules. You blocked our only opportunity to hit the pile. A second failure of a Q drop. What happened? What happened there? Oh my goodness. Well then, that means the results of our prediction are in. No. Nobody hit the Q drop target again. Congratulations, Mario. You chose correctly by being the non-believer. Oh no, my channel point. What a loss, Zeri. How will you ever recover from that? I'm still salty I didn't get a bundle. Oh, Kita. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't get a bundle. Alright, our options for this one. Chapel, Lav, commissary, dead end. All right, the chapel's the only one that's going to let us move forward, but we'll lose a coin every time we go through. But I think chapel is really the only option, because both of these will just be dead ends, and that's not great. So, all in favor of chapel, say aye. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're not starting the drop, Elton. We just had a drop, actually. I gotta reset it. There we go. I reset the drop. Exclamation point drop with an emote. Friends, we are coming up on the next ad break in a couple of minutes, so I think I'm going to take that now. Then when we get back, we'll do the kitty cat treat from Zeri and the last stretch of stream before I have to go pick up my mom. I'm hoping we can finish this day before then. Hydrate redeem? Great. Great. Yeah, let's drink more water. My bladder is screaming at me right now. Cheers, friends. I'm gonna take this short break, and when we come back, we'll do all that fun stuff. So check in with yourselves, get a drink, a snack, a stretch, use the restroom. That's what I'm gonna go do, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. BRB! Alrighty, friends, we are back from the break. Woo! And it is time for a kitty cat treat because that is what Zeri has redeemed, along with all of the other redeems today. We'll actually honor this one though. So let's get some snackies for the boys. We got Mulder hanging out in the kitty cat bed right there. I'm just gonna give him some snackies, and then we'll turn the camera on to Scully, who's entered the room. Mulder, can I get you? Is it pretty? Give me a paw. Good boy. There you go. There's a good boy. Good boy. Alright, one more. Give me a paw. Paw. Good job. Good job. One more. We got one more. Paw. There you go. So there's Mulder's snackies. We're slowly teaching him how to give paw. And we've got Scully down here as well. Let's turn the camera on to the other boy. Scully. Hi, Scully. You sit? You're pretty. You're pretty. You need a paw? Good boy. There you go. There you go. Want another snacky? Want another one? Here. Paw. Good job. There you go. A good boy. And one more. One more. Paw. Good boy. Say thank you, Zeri. Say thank you, Zeri. And that concludes kitty cat treat time. We'll put the camera back on Mulder, who's sitting here like, hello, do I get a second snack? Do I get more snackies? You say thank you, Zeri? Thank you, Zeri. All right. Thank you for the kitty cat treats, Zeri. Shall we now get back to the blueprints? And I shall turn off the Animal Crossing music. Go back to that. There we go. All right. Am I missing anything? Besides putting away the treats? We're gonna have to get a new package of treats for the boys. That one's almost empty. Okay. So, we got the chapel up ahead. And we got, oh, there goes one of our coins. There goes one of our coins. Just checking the pews and the ground for things. Nothing on the counters. Okay. I think the only thing we can do in here at this point then is move forward. Unless there's something someone wants to look at. Door. I'm going to push this along because really we don't have much time. So we can either go courtyard, which will give us a path forward. The dark room would let us go to the west, but we won't be able to see what we're drafting when we're in that room because the lights will go out. Or the boudoir, which is also a dead end. We already unlocked the safe in the boudoir, so we would get a gem out of the safe. So that would give us one gem, but a dead end. This would let us proceed forward, but we don't know what room we're drafting. Or the courtyard that lets us move forward, but not to the west. I'm partial to the dark room since it lets us go that way, but I know not being able to see what we're drafting will be tough. So my vote is for the dark room, despite the penalty we'll have. Does anybody else have any input on which room we pick of these three. Yes, says Zeri. What is that input, Zeri? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Which room? Dark room it is! Thank you, butterflies. Sorry, I got so annoyed with Zeri, I just picked one. Dark room it is, and there goes our light. Okay, it is a security door, which we have the key for. That's handy. And we can't see anything else in this room. Oh, okay. So this would definitely give us the, this is telling us we have a claim ticket for the gear wrench. That's what we put in the bell closet. Or the coat check. The coat check. So that's definitely the coat check, because it's telling us what items in there. There's also... I think these are the rarity of the room. So this is probably a really common room. With the 1 dot. I don't think the gear wrench is really going to help us at this point. That just changed the rarity of rooms. Of the, specifically the architecture? The rooms with the, oh wait, no, not the architecture. The mechanical rooms, I think it was. Middle? My vote's middle, too. Let's go middle. Great. This would have been nice to have a couple minutes ago. Well, we got this. We have the key card already. We don't need to turn off the key card system. We have the card to use. We don't know what to do with this. When we highlight these, they change colors. But, like, we don't know what to do with this, so. Oh. How you doing, boys? What are you doing? We do know that if we turn this off, the gym won't give us that 2-step penalty if we get the gym. So I think we should turn that off. We can turn the dark room back on now that we're right here. And if I don't think we're gonna get the garage, but I think we could turn that on just in case we do. And I think that's all we can do at this point. Nothing on the floor. I think that's it for the utility closet. We know that when we turn the dark room back on, we can look at some of the pictures. We've looked at these before. Can't see what's written there, huh? That was too blurry. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of the ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. So, this is the ladyship. Lady Epson, I guess. And then this is... That appears to be the apple orchard. The one we can't access because the gate's locked. Oh, a gem. Free gem. Picture of the camera. Picture of him with the camera. Blurry picture of the maids. We just looked at those. Nothing else on here. Is that in the bathroom? I wonder if there's anything in this related to the bathroom then. The lavatory? That appears to be the lavatory because of the bathtub. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can do in here. So we lost this room, but we can still proceed through the spare room. Is it time to drop? I want to drop. Drop. Utility closet. Alright, let's double back. No time to waste. Into here, and then into the spare room. We didn't go in here before. See if there's anything. There doesn't appear to be anything. Oh! There's a whole statue in there. Could we not see that from the last room? I wonder if we can get out there at some point. Because we can walk around the other side of the grounds. Alright, door. We have 2 keys. I think we should use them because the other door is all the way on the other side of the house, and that one also requires a key. So, we're going to unlock this one. And our choices include the pantry, which will give us 4 coins and a path to the west. The East Wing Hall, which would give us a path to the west and the north. Or the courtyard, that'll cost us a gem, but give us a path to the west and to the north. So honestly, any of these are good. I'd be torn between the East Wing and the courtyard. The courtyard we know sometimes has a piece of equipment like the shovel or the metal detector. Also, there's sometimes a chest out there with a key. That will require a key to open it. Any input on which way we proceed? I'm a fan of multiple doors forward. Courtyard. I'm cool with the courtyard. Ron says courtyard. That's 2 votes for courtyard. Let's go courtyard. Your input that Jules' work has to leave her alone. I agree. Alright. I don't see any tool. Excuse me. I think I have the hiccups now. Don't see any tools. We've got a security door, so that we can access no problem. The trunk is locked. Should we use our last remaining key on this trunk? There could be keys in it. There could be gems in it. There could be coins in it. There could be a mystery item in there. Or we can try unlocking the doors first and seeing if we need the key for something else. And just keep this trunk in our back pocket. I think we should preserve the 1 key we have for now. Because there's a chance of there being keys in here. But we also don't want to... Don't tear up that couch. You know better. The cat was starting to tear up the couch. But we made eye contact and he's like, oh, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm going to say hold on to the key for now. Let's see what's behind the security door. And then we'll see if this is locked. But mystery can go with your option too. I think it's the safer option. We can come back to that chest. We can come back to it. So let's see what's behind the security door. Here are our options for that. The bunk room, which is a dead end. The nursery, which is a dead end. Or the pool, that'll add the locker room, sauna, and pump room to the draft pool and give us 2 doors forward. Oh, you missed the drop? Well, you can do a regular drop now, Elton. You can do a regular one. I will get 5 steps for drafting this. We won't get steps. There might be keys in the bunk room. We've gotten keys in the bunk room. It seems like anything we find in the bunk room, you get 2 of, which is kind of neat. Oh, we want another Q drop? Okay, we can do that. Everybody get your drops in. There we go, Elton. You can be part of this Q drop. I'll start the prediction. 5 minutes on that. Will anybody hit the Q drop target? Set timer 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes and counting. The bunk room's nice. The pool's nice. We got a vote for pool from Zeri. I think the nursery would be a waste. Pool will give us 2 doors. Bunk room will be a dead end, but we might get some goodies out of it. Kita says pool. All right, that's 2 votes for pool. Good enough for me. Let's go. Spend a gem on that bad boy. Before we proceed, I want to see if we need a key to unlock this door or not. We do need a key. I think we hold on to that key for now. We don't need that to move forward. That door to move forward, rather. We have these 2. Let's see what's going on in here. All right, we're in the pool. Is this our first time in the pool? I think this is our first time in the pool. We got some rules on the wall. Drafting pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. So like this room just added the sauna, pump room, and draft pool to the draft pool. So we got 2 doors. We got this door. And we got that door. I vote we try to go west a little bit. And fill out things there. Hopefully get some more items before we move forward and run out of keys. Oh good, it's unlocked. Excellent. So our options this time are the pantry, which will give us 4 coins and a couple steps from the fruit. The boudoir will give us a gem and a path down, and the kitchen would cost us money and cost us a gem. So in this case, we don't have many coins to spend on a shop. I'd say either pantry or boudoir, because this will give us a gem, and this will give us coins and steps. What are you singing, Ron? I'm not familiar with this song. Boudoir sounds risque. I assure you it's not. It is merely a sitting room, a dressing room. I vote boudoir. Oh, I didn't mean to click it. We're going boudoir. I didn't mean to click it. That was entirely an accident. All right, we already looked at this picture here, and that's how we figured out that the safe was from Christmas, and we found the code was Christmas's date. It's French, so oui, oui. So we've already unlocked this safe, because y'all were super smart, and we read that letter already. We can flip through it, but it basically just says, it's a letter from my dad to my uncle saying, we're not coming to Christmas. All right, I don't think there's anything else for us to do in here. So let's just keep pushing forward. And now we don't need to use the key on this. Oh, it's locked from this direction. Okay. So we can either go back to the pool and try to move north. I think we should save that key rather than ruining our chance of moving forward. So unless anyone says otherwise in the next few seconds, I'm going to go try this door north from the pool in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to go up through the pool then. And we have another few seconds. Zeri says, wait. What am I waiting for, Zeri? We have the prediction winding down. Another 20 seconds on that. If anyone would like to wager their channel points and bragging rights on the Q drop prediction and to get their drops in. I'm waiting, Zeri. I'll give you another 5 seconds, bud. 5, 4. Any other day, I'd humor Zeri's tendency to delay us and troll us a little more, but I just simply do not have the time. That's our Q drop timer. I just said stop. Why do we have two of them going off? What just happened there? Okay, that's our Q drop timer. Last call. Get your drops in. Exclamation point. Drop with an emo in 5, 4. Zeri has said nothing else about the pool. 3, 2, 1. We're dropping now. Jules just made it. All right, let's see what happens. Will anybody land? Will anybody land? Zeri's microwave has a good trajectory, but Butterflies is coming in hot. Oh my gosh, Butterflies bumping out of the way. Elton, come on, Elton. Land in that pile, Elton. Yes, Elton's landed. And Zeri, and Kita, and Butterflies, I think, was also in there. Was that everybody? Woo! Very nice. Congratulations to Elton and Butterflies and Kita, and coming out on top, Zeri Star. Clappies all around. That means the results of our prediction are in. And yes, somebody has landed. Congratulations to the hopers, the dreamers, the believers. You won. Enjoy your channel points. Don't spend them all in one place. Betrayed by my own drop. Oh no, were you on team no? That cracks me up. That cracks me up. All right, friends. There's our Q drop. Let's move up through the pool because Zeri never said anything else, and I think that was just Zeri trolling. Oh, good, it's not locked. Okay. So here we can go pantry. We can go bunk room, which would be a dead end, or we can go security, where we can see the inventory of the house. And which one is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this will be 7. We're almost to the next one. That'll give us the food in the dining room. I think security here. 'Cause I'll give you my reasoning. At the security terminal, we can adjust the frequency that we get the security doors. And then we'll be more likely to have security doors, which we have an infinite key to at this point, than regular lock doors, I think. I think is how that works. If we turn up the frequency of getting the security doors, we'll have plenty of doors that we can unlock with the key card. Or the bunk room may have some keys, but then we're going to be really reliant on this path forward or doubling back to the Nook. I think security. 2 doors forward and the ability to adjust the frequency of the security doors at the terminal. And we can access one other terminal from there because we have the grotto unlocked. We could possibly get like the office terminal maybe? Have we gotten the office before? And we can distribute money throughout using that. All right. Unless somebody says something before I count down from 5, we're going with security. 5, 4, 3, 2. Zeri, unless you have something else to say with that wait message. Matt, stool cupboard's not an option. Zeri? Zeri, I swear to God. Are you going to explain to my mother why I'm late picking her up in the cold? Are you going to be the one to explain that to my mother? I'm going with security, Zeri. Can't find badge emoji. Good enough. Good enough, though. All right, we've read the notes here. There's nothing on the counter. Nothing seems to be over here that we haven't looked at before. In a security system. Let's see the inventory. We're missing that one trunk back in the courtyard, but we only have the one key. Keycard system. All right, keycard system setting. I am going to push this up to high because we have the key. Okay. And now we have 2 doors to proceed through. Are we going west or north? Right, Matt? I'll explain it to her, but she'll have to wait. Who, me? What? What? I think, let's see if either... I misheard what you said. Oh. I don't know. I don't know what I said that you thought I said, but... Okay. East Wing Hall, Observatory. We don't really have much currency to launder. I think East Wing. Because then that's two more doors forward. 2 more opportunities for the doors to be unlocked. All in favor of East Wing Hall? Say aye. Anybody? Ron says aye. 1 door forward, the other goes off the map. What do you mean it goes off the map? No, it doesn't. The East Wing Hall would go this way and north. Both of those are doors that would work. I'm going with the East Wing door. See? Oh, dinner's been served in the dining room. So we can go get some steps from that. We can go to the west or to the north. Oh, you thought that wasn't a row. I see. North is an option. Both of these are regular doors. I think we should try to unlock both of them before doubling back to get the food from the dining room at some point. Do we want to see if we can make it to the 9th rank? Let's see if it's locked. Let's see. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's locked. Okay. Let's see if the other one's locked. That one's also locked. Okay. And I think we found... That door was locked. Did we try the other security door? I don't think we tried the other security door. We should have done that before we came in here. Because we only have the 1 key. Let's see if this one's locked. That one's locked. Boudoir's locked. Okay. We have to decide where we want to use the key, basically. Are we using it up here? 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 Or doubling all the way back to the nook and using it there? Hello, Phantom. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good week. I think... Rook in the nook. You want to double back to the nook? East Wing Hall is the best option as it's near. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Phantom. You staying warm? I think you're relatively close to me. Like, location-wise. Did you get some of that winter weather? I feel like I spent the last 3 days shoveling. Ron and Zeri said nook. And we'll get some steps going through the dining room. Stay warm, all the layers and hot drinks. Oh, good, good. You got so much snow? We got a little over, about 1.5 feet total, I think. Around there. So much shoveling. All right, you know what? Let's go through the East Wing Hall because it's closer, because we're running low on time. It's 1 o'clock. I got to leave in the next half hour. Let's try this door and see what we get. I'm using the key here. I'm done asking for input. Ooh, okay. Okay, we turned off the gym, so we won't lose the 2 steps. We'll only lose the regular 1 step going through there. That would be 2 doors. Commissary would give us 1 door to the south. Passageway would give us 3 extra doors. 3 extra doors. But it'll cost our 2 gems. Which I think is risky, because I'd love to get more of the classrooms, but I don't think that's happening today. So. Up to you guys. Up to you guys on this one. Passageway would spend all our gems. But we'd have 3 doors. Gym would not spend any of our gems. And would give us 2 doors. I think gymnasium, specifically to hold on to the gems. So that we have more choices on the other 2 doors if they're unlocked. If both of them are locked, we're done. Matt says gym or passageway. I'm voting gym. Anybody else? You got the same. Luckily, you didn't have to shovel. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm glad you didn't have to. Do you got like somebody that takes care of it for you, or do you have one of those fancy dancy snow blowers? Phantom says gym. Zeri says Mulder. What do you see? He's being like, he was focused on something. Skipping the gym IRL, so let's go to, okay, we're going to the gym then. Let's go to the gym. Secret passageway is another story, you're right. All right, we turned the power off in here, so we only lose 1 step. Anything on the floor or anything? No, not seeing anything. We'll be able to get into this room because we have the key card. So that'll bring us south. Let's see what we get. Coat check. The lavatory. Or the commissary. If we got coat check, we could check our key card for a future run. And then we'll have an option of unlocking all the security doors on a future run that we get the coat check on. This house looks like it would be fun. It changes every time, Phantom. Every single time we draft it, we start from the bottom and make all the new rooms. I'm tempted to go coat check just so we'll have that option in our pocket, because something tells me that other door is going to be locked. I think the other door is going to be locked. And this would give us a path forward, but honestly, I think let's go coat check. Key card, so we can stash the key card for next time. Because the gear wrench is cool, but I don't think that's a super useful item to have. At least at this point. All in favor for the coat check? Zari, I swear to God. Phantom says aye. Matt says boat check. Close enough. Let's go. Ding. Oh, I shouldn't have gone in yet. Alright, let's, nothing else in here for us to grab. Let's check this door. Are you going to be locked? Is this game over for us? It's locked. Alright, that's it. That's it. This is our house this time. Day 5 is done. We're going to stash our key card in the coat check and hopefully get the coat check early game next time and be able to use this again. We made it to the 2nd grade. Maybe we weren't ready for the school yet. Maybe we were not ready for school. We're going to need way more gems, I think. And just more time. More time. So let's check the key card and call it a day. Oh, I gotta retrieve this one first. Check item. Key card. Key card has been checked. Okay, friends. We're done this day, KO'd. We are wrapping up for the day. We ran out of keys. We ran out of doors we can open. So we just got the coat check, and I decided that we would check our key card for future runs and hopefully get that at the beginning. of a run and have it for next time, or a future run anyway. That's it. That's it for today. I shall... You know what? Just for fun, I want to go eat the dinner. We got the dinner. Let's go back to the dining room. Just for fun. I'm hungry. Let's see what meal we got. Was it through... Courtyard, spare room. Courtyard. Spare room. Dining room. It's the pizza. Today's main course, wood-fired pizza, summer truffle sauce smothered in fontina cheese, wild mushrooms, and spiced salami, cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. Yum, yum, yum. Delicioso. Who left the crusts? Who left the crust? I thought they were French fries for a second. Pizza and French fries is a great combo. I understand, Jules. Just, you know, just do what you can to survive, right? Death to crust. I will take all the crusts. If you do not like your crusts, I will take them. Thank you. Wait, why is the timer still going? Didn't I turn off that timer? Cloudbot. Timers. I did not turn off that timer. There we go. Sorry about the bundle command. Ignore that. It's off now. Burning with lava. I'm not a fan of mushrooms either, but, you know. All right, that's it. We're calling it a day. I have to get my butt moving. Congratulations, guys. We barely made it through one whole day in a 3.5-hour stream. Good work, everyone. Not a fan of the greatest thing in life and also likes crusts instead. You can have the mushrooms. I'll have the crusts. I mean, what's wrong with that? Yay, chat. Architect's Villa. I haven't gotten this one. So each time you complete it, it gives you a little image based on how you built the house and what rooms you have the most of. So we got drafting rooms. That's what this is, a drafting room when it has the little compass. Architect's Villa. Okay, friends, that is going to do it for us today. Tomorrow we will be starting a brand new game. We will be beginning Life is Strange Double Exposure, which Matt has gifted to me recently. We've played other Life is Strange games on stream. We did the original and we did Before the Storm. So we are going to be starting Double Exposure tomorrow. We'll see how far we get into that. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today. So let's put up the ending screen. Thank you all so much for spending time with me today. I really do appreciate you spending any of your time here. Time is your most valuable resource, so thank you for choosing to spend it here. Whether it's 5 minutes or the whole stream, I really do appreciate it. Let me take a look here at who is live, where I'll be sending y'all off to.
Tell him he's a pretty cat.
Oh, Zeri wants one more kitty cat treat before we go. Okay, we can cram in one more kitty cat treat. I need to adjust the timer on that. BB, you want one more treat before we go? We're almost out of snackies. We're almost out of snackies. Scully is running into the room. Full speed ahead. Alright. Here we go. Got a couple more snackies for you. Can I have your paw? Give me that paw. Give me that paw. Good boy. There you go. You want one more? One more snacky? Give me that paw. Give me the paw. Give me the paw. There we go. Good job. Say thank you, Zari. Say thank you, Zari. Alright. Let's get Scully. You gonna stay right there? You gonna sit pretty? Oh, what a pretty boy. Look at you. Couple for you. Courtesy of Zari again. Paw. Take the paw. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Go one more. Paw. Good baby. Oh, baby. You want to say goodbye? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to startle you. You want to say goodbye to everybody with me? You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye while we do this? Who do you want to go visit? Do you have any streamers you want to go see? Good boy. Here, you can sit in my chair for a second. While I find us a raid target. And he's gone. Never mind. He's decided he doesn't want to sit in my chair the one time I've given it to him. Headphones back on. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Who's live? Who do we got? Where's Twitch? You come over here, Twitch. Who's live? All right. We've got choices. We've got choices. Do we want Minecraft? I have no idea who that is in my list. Wait, is Naku still live? Naku's live. Let's go see Naku. I haven't seen Naku in a while. We're gonna go see the lovely Nakunai_dragon. I definitely will, Matt. I'll be sure to pass that message along. I'll let her know you say hi, Jules. Okay, friends. We are gonna raid over to the lovely Nakunai_dragon for some Minecraft fun. I don't know what it is that she's playing. It's Minecraft. There's some sort of mods attached to it. I'm sure it'll be a good time. Here is my raid calls, if you wouldn't mind copy pasting one of those messages. First one with the doggos anybody can use. If you're subbed, you can use the second one with the little alien spaceship. Here's my socials if you want more of this jazz. We multi-stream on YouTube. My VODs are over there. I'm on Instagram, Blue Sky, and of course we have Discord. So feel free to follow in all those places if you would like. And before we go, big ol' sip of water, everybody. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It is so important. Please, please, please grab your bevies. Cheers, friends. Until next time, which should be tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern-ish, same time, same place. We'll be playing a different game, though. Not the same game. It'll be some Life is Strange, courtesy of Matt. All right, friends. In the meantime, please take care of yourselves. Stay kind. Stay warm. It is so cold out there for many of us. So stay kind, stay warm, stay hydrated. And let's go say hello to Nakunai Dragon. Okay, bye. No, I'm not waiting. Goodbye.